Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today we're going to make an easy mass make, a pocket fold out. But first let's have our shout out to Pam, Linda, Sheila, Nell, Stephanie, and Miss Sanders. I appreciate each and every one of you. So I have two beautiful digitals here. Now you can use paper pads, you can use coffee dyed paper. The choice is yours. So this paper right here is from Cheryl Francis Art. I'll list her shop down below. And this one right here is from Paper Farms, and I'll list that shop as well. And these papers are approximately 8 inches by 10.5. And what we want to do is we want to just take our papers and we're going to fold them over. So I'm taking my paper and I'm just simply folding it over. And I'm going to crease it like this and get my bone folder. And then I'm going to fold it one more time. Okay. There we are. Now let's go ahead and do the other one while we're at it. At folding them. Let's fold this in half, and you can see why it's such a fast mass make. Now you can make these go lots of different ways, and I'll explain that in just a second. So getting this together and giving it a crease. There we are. Alrighty, so now we've got them all folded. Let's go ahead and open them up. And as you can see, there are 4 squares here, or rectangles, I really should say. It doesn't matter which one. You can select whichever one that you want, and we're going to remove one of the rectangles. So simply trimming here. Whoops, let's go this way, make it a little easier. There we are. There's that one. And then let's open this one up and let's do the exact same thing here. And here. Whoa, I went crooked, guys. Alrighty. There we are. Now, we have our notch cut out of each paper. You can make your pocket fold out, go this way, and you could have a pocket here, or you could go this way, the long way, and have the pocket here. So there's all kinds of ways that you can make this. You can make this flap go this way. You could make the flap go this way. You could just keep folding and trying all different ways. Let's go ahead and let's make this one go this way. I like that. I think that's nice. So I'm going to actually round the corner right here, and I'm going to round this corner. All right. So this one's going to go this way. Let's go ahead and let's work with this one. Let's fold this one back, and let's look at this for just a second. Let's have this one go that way. So I'm going to need to take just a little bit more off right here where it's folded so it doesn't catch. It needs to be able to fold smoothly and not get caught. And I did not cut that straight at all. This is why I use a guillotine to do my things. Already, that fits nicely. So what I mean by that is, let me highlight this and then you can see that this paper right here is underneath that fold so that nothing's caught and it can easily fold. All right, so with that one going this way, what I would like to do is go ahead and round the corners right here on the bottom. All right, and because I do like to ink, I am going to ink this all up. So getting my vintage photo and simply putting a little ink from my sponge right on here. Now, if you don't ink, that's okay. It is a personal preference, and I just like it. I like inking and I like sewing my paper. All right, so we've got that finished. Let's go ahead and let's bring in our paper punch, because I'd like to go ahead and punch a notch out right here. It's just going to say, I'm a pocket, and it will remind you that I'm looking for something in my trash so I can punch it out, because sometimes it needs an extra piece. This paper that I'm using is copyweight paper. You could make this with cardstock. I've just chosen to use copyweight paper, and I'm just looking at where my center is. It's about right here. I've got my piece of paper underneath, and I've got my 1.5 inch hole punch, and I'm just simply going to put a little bit of that punch in there and just punch it out so that I just get a notch, just a little bit of a notch that comes out. And because I've notched that, I really do need to ink it up just a little bit more, just like that. So that's going to be a very nice pocket right there. Let's go ahead and let's get this one done. So we decided to make this one fold out this way. So here's another one. You could either use this as your tuck spot, or you could use the top as your tuck spot, or you could also do this. I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it down. So I'm folding down the top of my pocket. So this is where it closes, the top of my pocket. I'm going to fold it down just a little bit. Let's see, maybe a 1/2 inch. So let's give that folded down here. This is, instead of, I'm going to glue it down, instead of taking a notch out, you can simply fold it down, and then it will be just like this. And so when you open it up, you definitely can tell, and you'll probably be able to see what you've got stuck in your pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly run my sponge over the top here, just to take off the starkness of it, and just give it a little color. All right, I think I would like to do this right here where the pocket is. Yeah. All right, so we've got that done. Now let's go ahead and glue everything together. So I am simply going to glue the sides down right here. Let me remove this. I'm going to glue right here. And I'm going to glue right here. Now I do have 2 examples, and they do go 2 different ways, and I have decorated them up, and I will show you those in just a minute. So I've made that pocket there. That was simple and easy, right? And then this one's this way, so I'm going to put my glue here and here. So adding my glue, right, and then just simply folding it so that it glues itself together and makes a pocket. I'm not sure which way I like best. I think it kind of depends on what you're using it for, but I think that is really nice. Now let's bring my dish in. I do have a few different things. I've got a little bit of sari. I have some lace, Shabby Dabby Doo Doll Butterfly. I've got some cameos. I've got my porch print teacup. And I've got some labels from J. Lee Lou. Let's see here. I'm very partial to this lace right here. This is the one that flips up, and I'm not sure if this will fit on here. Just barely. It does barely fit. Let's see. If I put lace on the top and the bottom, I think that would be pretty. So let's go ahead and just add our glue. And I am using hot glue because it's quick, it's easy, and it's great for doing videos because it's permanent and I don't have to wait for it to dry. It just dries very quickly. So I'm trimming it right here on the ends. And I think I would like to put a little bit of lace on the bottom as well. So adding a little bit of glue on the bottom and then laying my lace right on top, just like that. Pressing it down so the glue goes through the holes of the lace and it secures it very nicely. All right, now I'm going to run my sponge over my teapot right here, or teacup. It's not a teapot, it's a teacup, just to soften it a little bit, and I'm going to glue it right on here. So adding my glue onto my fussy cut, and I am going to have to trim it a little bit because it's a little bit too wide for my piece here, but that's okay, we can trim that. That's really pretty. Very sweet. Just a tiny bit of trimming is needed. Not much at all. Just a tiny bit. Just like that. And maybe we could do a label. I'm not sure. I do have some net here. And maybe this little label. Oh, that's upside down. That looks very nice. I like that right there. Don't forget, we also have a pocket in here that maybe you would like to add, maybe just something like this, and glue it down. You could use stamps. If you don't have any fussy cuts, you could use some stamps. You could stamp up here if you want. So that's really sweet. I really do want to add a little bit of net and maybe just some bling. You know how I do love to add a little bit of bling. I have right here, I have some. And I think I want it right down here. And I'm just going to add my bling just like that. That's really sweet. Quick and easy, right? Great mass make. So let's look at what we have for this. I was thinking that maybe we could use our cameos, and no, this might be, that's too big for that, but we could use this cameo here. Maybe something like this. I was even thinking maybe put this blue on top because there's a touch of blue right here. I thought that was kind of different and interesting. So I'm going to just run my sponge right on the top. And then let's go ahead and just pop this right down. It just fits perfectly. I also have a little bit of sari, and I think maybe a little sari on here. Make sure that my pocket is the right way. Yes, it is. It would be just like me to put it upside down, right? And I think I'd like to tear this just a little bit more and make it not as wide. There we are. There we go. Now this sari silk is from Crimson Heart Studios, and I will link her shop below. And instead of using Shabby Dabby Doodah printable, maybe we could just use a actual bow here made from the sari silk. I've just glued the little pieces together, and I'm just going to pop it right there on the top, just like that. Then we'll put a little bit of right here and just have it glued down. put a little bit here, give this a little bit of movement, and then I've got a little blue flat back pearl right here. We can add right here to the center. That would be very sweet. And I'm not sure that maybe, I don't know that it needs a label. I'm just looking to see here. Well, that, I don't know, I kind of like that black label with it. I'm going to add a little glue, a little bit of color to my label, and I'm just going to add the glue and stick it right on there just like that. That's very sweet. And inside, will this one fit inside? We could actually do that and then maybe even put that over to the edge. Oh, I like that. I like that over to the edge. So adding my glue and placing this little cameo, and then adding my shabby dabby doodah bow at an angle. So not straight up and down, just adding it as an angle. And since I have a little pearl here, I don't think I need another piece of bling. Those are very sweet. Now here's one that I've done in a orange and yellow. Open it up, and of course it's got a little journaling card inside, just like that. And then I have one right here, and this paper is from Everlasting Journals, and I've got a lady cameo here, and then I've got my journaling card, and I've tucked that this way. So this one is flapped up this way, and see it's wider, so I turned it even a different way. This one's thunder and this one's wider. So you can make these all different ways. They're very, very versatile and so much fun to make, and you can make a whole bunch of them in no time at all. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.